Hello everyone, this is Danny Burmawi. There are two ways to understand the Middle East, and which one you choose determines whether Western civilization will survive or not. The first way is to believe that the Jews have been waging a hegemonic war since the establishment of the State of Israel, that the Jews are responsible for Islamic violence, that they colonized Palestine, that they oppressed the Syrians, the Lebanese, the Iraqis, and the Iranians, that they are an expansionist state, a cancer that has manipulated United States politicians through AIPAC, sacrificing American soldiers and spending American taxpayer dollars, that they are destabilizing force, pushing for the demonization of Islam in order to keep manipulating the West. The second way is to believe that in Islam there are two projects: the Sunni Caliphate and the Shia Wilaya, both aiming to establish the rule of Allah over the earth. Islam occupied what was Christian territories in the Middle East and North Africa and completely erased that civilization. And it was stopped in the center of Europe by Christian forces. Otherwise, Europe would have ended up just Islamic, like the 57 Islamic countries that were turned Islamic by jihad and force. Of course, since then, Islam has continued to pursue this supremacist project. So Islam's war with Israel is part of a broader conflict with the rest of the world, the Christian West in particular. And the war Israel has faced for the past 80 years is an act of self-defense against Islamic jihad. If you believe the first narrative, that Israel is the oppressor, you will be blind to the threat of Islam in the West. If you call Israel's self-defense genocide, you will be crippled in the face of Islamic jihad whenever it strikes in the West. You will dismiss it as the actions of radicals, mental illness, provocation, and so on. But if you believe the second narrative, if you recognize that this is not a war against what Israel does, but against what Israel represents, you will be prepared to defend the Western civilization. I was once a Muslim, and I tell you that the truth about the Middle East is the second narrative. This is a war against everything that is non-Muslim. What destroyed Syria was the Islamic rejection of non-Sunni ruler. What destroyed Lebanon was the Islamic rejection of sharing power with the Christians. What destroyed Iraq was the Sunni-Shia competition. And what could have destroyed Israel is the rejection of non-Islamic sovereignty over land considered Islamic. Don't be a useful idiot. Don't fall for those who use anti-Zionism as a cover for anti-Semitism, or for those funded by the same Islamic project that seeks to expand into the West. The choice you make will determine whether your children will live free, whether Western civilization survives, or whether its fate will be similar to that of the civilizations of our ancestors in what became the Islamic world.